welcome to the resume preparation session. So, it's Thursday again, and here we are with yet new episode of resume preparation session, yet new session. Right. So, what's today's topic? Today's topic is crafting impactful bullet points for job experience. Right. Now, before we start this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, let's continue with the resume preparation session. What's the agenda for today? We'll talk about bullet points, why bullet points matter, what are the components of effective bullet points, start outing with strong action verbs, quantifying your achievements, being specific and relevant, avoiding common mistakes, an example of impactful bullet points. Now, the basic question, why bullet points matter? Well, bullet points are source of concise communication. Point to point, word to word? Well, bullet points allow you for quick communication of key points. All the key points that we have are communicated using bullet points. Readability. Of course, if there's a big paragraph, you won't like to read that, right? So they break down complex information into digestible parts. Highlighting achievements. Well, they make it easier to showcase your specific achievement, accomplishment, or achievements. Right. If you have any specific achievement, you can actually put it as a bullet point. Talking about visual appeal, well organized bullet points make your resume visually appealing. And that is one good thing, right? Your resume looks super good. Talking about components of effective bullet points, well, we have action verb. Talking about action verb, you have to start your bullet points with strong action verb. Now, what is this action verb? Give me some example if you ask. Yes. For example, developed, led, implemented, and all those things. Right. Basically, these are the verbs that actually promote action. Right. Now, talking about task, you need to clearly describe the task or responsibility you handle. While you are mentioning bullet points, make sure that you know all these things. Right. Just be prepared for your interview on those points. Talking about outcome or results, you need to highlight the result or impact of your work. Right. So when you're writing all these things in bullet points, they actually make an impact. I should say huge impact. You actually see your resume is super good, right? Now talking about formula, we have action verb plus task plus outcome or result, right? Now talking about example, you take action verb first. For example, the word developed here is an action verb. Developed a new training program reducing onboarding time by 30%. What do we have here? Well, you have the outcome or result, that is reducing onboarding time by 30%. Well, you have started it with action verb. Developed, right? This is action verb. And talking about task, you clearly describe the task or responsibility you handled. You developed a training program, or I should say, new training program, right? You are making sure that you use all these things, all these components together to make a really good bullet point. Now, talking about strong action verbs, we need to start with action verbs, or I should say strong action verbs. We have seen that in previous slide. Now here is a question. Why action verbs matter? Now, when we talk about action verbs, they actually make your experience sound more dynamic and impactful. For example, if consider a sentence, let's go back and consider this sentence itself. I developed a new training program reducing onboarding time by 30%, or developed a new training program reducing onboarding time by 30%. Well, when you talk about bullet points, or when you talk about strong action verbs in the bullet points, they actually make an impact. Now, examples we already seen, but here are more examples. Led, initiated, improved, designed, achieved, all those things. Talking about avoiding weak verbs, we should actually avoid weak verbs like responsible for, worked on, helped, all those verbs. Now, What are these bullet points? What are the bullet points that we can use instead of these verbs? Well, you can Google that. That will be really, really easy. And think of it. You only think of it and actually put it in your resume, right? Now, talking about quantifying your accomplishments, why quantification matters. The biggest question is why it matters. Well, when you talk about numbers, they provide clear, measurable proof of your achievements. Now, the question is, why is that needed? Well, ultimately, everyone wants result, right? So that's the result. That's the reason quantifying your achievements actually matters. Now, for example, in the previous slide, we had seen developed a new training program, right? And the 30% what mentioned, that is nothing but quantification. Examples here include increased sales by 20%, manage a team of 15, reduce cost by 10,000 annually, $10,000 annually, all those things. Talking about quantifying, you can use percentage, dollar amounts, time saved, or other quantifiable metrics. You can use anything, right? Now, if exact numbers aren't given, estimate conservatively. Now, what it means? When we don't have exact numbers, and that's fine, you can make an approximate number, but yes, make sure you are putting those numbers properly so that it doesn't sound like overestimation, right? Now, be specific and relevant. When we talk about being specific, when you use bullet points, you are specific and relevant, right? Make sure you make your bullet points or your resume tailored as per the job description. So you customize bullet points to match job description. Talking about focusing on relevance, you need to highlight the most relevant experience and skill. Use industry terminology. Well, you can use language and terms common in industry you are applying to, right? That is very much important. For example, for data science position, before you could have written analyze data. Now, after that, you can write develop predictive models using machine learning algorithm resulting in 20% increase in forecast accuracy. Now that is dynamic. You are using strong action verb, you are quantifying your key point, and at the very same time, you are completing the task too, right? Now all these things matter. Talking about common mistakes when you need to avoid common mistakes. We can talk about vagueness. You can avoid vague descriptions. You can be specific. Talking about repetition. Make sure you're not repeating the same action verb or task. Now, there are many action verbs. Make sure you use all of them or use different action verbs for each and every sentence. Talk about overloading. Make sure your resume isn't overloaded with too many bullet points. Well, bullet points are actually impactful, but when written in a proper way. If not, trust me, it looks really, really bad, right? So mention those which impact your resume the most, or with which you can impact or make an impact on the recruiter the most. Talking about irrelevance, make sure you're not including irrelevant information your bullet points. Well, in fact, we should what you should do is not at all mention any irrelevant point. For example, if you just say worked on various projects, gone. Everyone works on on projects, right? Now you make sure that you mention dynamic points or strong points. For example, spearheaded a cross-functional team project leading to a 15% increase in productivity. Right? You should avoid common mistakes. Talking about example of impactful bullet points, you can just see these examples. Before, responsible for managing a team. After, led a team of 10 to complete projects on time, improving efficiency by 15%. Talking about additional tips, well, we have to be honest and authentic. You have to be very, very honest and authentic while you're mentioning all these things. Just keep it concise. Aim for 1 or 2 lines per bullet point, right? Not more than that. Use parallel structure for readability. Parallel structure. You need to mention all the parallel lines in that way, right? Now, talking about a few famous job portals. These are a few famous job portals we have. At the very same time, if you talk about a few Google search results, when you Google data scientist job or data scientist jobs, you get these type of results, right? Talking about keywords for data science resume or data scientist resume, we know keywords are important, right? And you need to make sure that you mention those keywords in your resume. Here are some keywords that you can mention: technical skills and tools, analytical skills, business understanding, data management, soft skills, all those things. Talk about frequently asked questions. Generally, these are some questions that we actually post every week during the end of the session to make you think of how can you prepare for these things. Talking about describing a challenging project you work on, you need to make sure that you describe it properly. How do you stay updated with industry trends? How do you do that? Give an example of a goal you set and how you achieved it. Describe a time when you had to work with difficult team member. What do you do if you make a mistake that no one else noticed? Well, you need to make sure that you mention all these things, right? Well, Isabella Lafleche said something that is really, really good. Your passion is waiting for your courage to catch up, right? Sometimes we take any course and at the very same time, we're not courageous enough to pursue that. We fear a lot. Make sure you don't fear this time. Make sure you're courageous enough to complete that course, right? Once you do that, you'll be a different person altogether. You'll be a changed person, right? Now do that, team. Talking about contacting us, contact us at 1-800-212-654-321 and inquiry at 360DTMG.com. And we have a website called at 360DTMG.com. You can visit this website. We will be visiting the same too. We have our offline centers at Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, right? And you can actually, while you're watching this video, you can actually pause this video and go to our Instagram account to please follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on LinkedIn. Talking about accreditation to international certification bodies, we have accreditation to Microsoft, State University of New York, Future Skills Prime, Panasonic, and TCS. Now, all these things we have here. Let me take you to our beautiful website because we have a lot of things for you. Right? Let me take you to the website. Now, this is what our website looks like. Here, we have popular courses. We are partner with industry leaders, popular courses, domain analytics, talking about our differentiators, about us, what our alumni say about us. You can read success stories. Again, our alumni at work. Right. Now, you can go to learning resources. And here we have a lot of things for you. Your dynamic learning streams. Well, tomorrow's free data analytics internship, right? Now we have past sessions. You can go to those sessions. At the very same time, talking about core learning resources, we have skill development and enhancement resource, career advancement and professional growth, conceptual understanding and insightful learning, where you can dive into e-learning. You can use this practical data scientist book. It's a 100-day challenge. Once you do that, well, I believe you'll be a changed person altogether. Talking about AI Design Studio for machine learning. While you're doing project, you can actually use this structure, completely project architecture, to make your project, right? Or you have to make your project architecture. Now, this is beginner, intermediate, and advanced level of knowledge you have. Now, let us go to the resume optimization hub. Here we went here, and of course we have data skills assessment. Let's go to the resume optimization hub, something that is very, very important. Now, resume optimization hub or row hub, we call it, is a platform where you can compare your resume with the job description and see the matching percentage with the job description. How to get started? Well, you click on that like this. You click here and upload your resume. For example, if I just upload a resume here, intern's resume, choose a job description. I have job description ready with me. And if I just go to 3D and compare now, you can actually see, let's clear this. Now you get keyword matching result is 26.92%. Well, we have job skills, job required skills missing in your resume, and job required skills present in your resume. How to improve your resume, how to generate cover letter, everything is here. You can take any one topic here, for example, and the level of questions. You can put it as foundation, intermediate, low, or advanced. You go for interview questions. Well, while you go for interview questions, you have all these interview questions available for you. Right now, these are some interview questions you have. At the very same time, if you want to include some things here from here to in your resume, you can actually click on generating your resume. Right. Once you click on generating your resume, again, it'll take some time, of course, and you will be in a position to generate your resume. Now, at the same time, you can generate a cover letter too. You fill these values, you fill this here, all the blanks, and you will be able to generate the cover letter. Talking about filling the details to generate your resume, we have personal details and all those things. And once you fill all those things, select the template. Of course, designation, etc. is required. You select that template, you select one template and move. Done. This is how you generate your resume, right? And we have these things free of cost, right? It's completely free. Now, once this part is done, let me take you to another part. That is, we have talent connection portal where we have job openings here. For example, we have job openings, 3 job openings. Again, air prompt engineer, high tech digital solutions LLP, right? And you can see we are looking for data engineer, we are looking for data analyst. Again, there are different profiles we have, right? Now, let's talk about your conceptual understanding, insightful learning. Doesn't matter in which phase of learning you are, we are having mind maps for you. So we have these mind maps for you where you can go deep, understand these concepts really well, right? Like this. First level, second level, third level, fourth level. A lot of knowledge you can gain from here, right? Now, you can go to Innovative Project Showcase and where you can see the project that we have here. You can see what are the objectives, business problem, constraints, success criteria, business benefits, all those things. At the very same time, talking about Insights Animated Learning Series or Animated Insights Series, you have these animated videos or GIFs that are available for you, right? You can go through these and actually refer to this and revise a lot. Now, we have a lot of things for you in our website. Now, here, I request you to explore our website. Also, the YouTube channel we have. For example, if I go to the YouTube channel right now, we are live right now. And yes, we have playlists. If you go to a home section, we'll talk about our placement details and all. Right? We have placement success stories. We have people from different uh, again background, and they're starting from scratch. Of course, you can start from scratch too, right? So we have different videos for you. We have, if we talk about videos, we have a lot of videos for you, right? That's completely free of cost. LLM foundation model, data analytics, data science, again, free analytics videos, all those things, right? If you talk about playlist, here you can see we have videos on data analytics or domain analytics. All those videos, for example, wildlife analytics, education, telecom, right? Automotive, pharmaceutical, oceanography. There are many, right? We have plethora of material available for you in our website. Make sure that you judicially use that, right? And of course, we have material in our YouTube channel too. Make sure that you're using that to increase your knowledge, right? Now, this is what we have for you for today's session, right? And we'll meet again next Thursday, and once more, we'll come up with a new content, and yes, we'll continue, right? Till that time, enjoy your time, team. Take care. Bye. Good night. Take care. Bye.